Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Talking Balls. I don't think I've ever called it an episode. Anyway, this week, as with every week, when Balotelli has decided where he wants to park, Balotelli has decided where he wants to park. Here he is again, this time assuming City of Manchester, and he decides, yeah, that's a good spot. Love that man and everything he does. Now, joining me this week, as always, chuckles himself, Jim Smallman. You all right, Jim?
Yes.
Should we clap you?
Yeah, why not? Let's clap myself like I'm on Family Fortunes. Good.
Yeah, that's what you do at the end of every stand-up gig that you do. You clap yourself, cheer yourself.
Thanks.
I'm only joking. Love you. How's Leicester getting on? Don't care. Also, joining us this week is the current Norwich City goalkeeper, touted to be the next England #1. Not by Joe Hart. I still think Joe's better. The reason I think Joe's better is because he kept his first clean sheet this week against my boys, Chelsea. It's the twonk himself, John Ruddy! Woo! Here he is. Shall we shake hands? Yeah. Put it behind us. That's happened. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right.
A bit disappointed.
A little bit disappointed.
A bit blue.
So I love the fact that I'm sat next to the man who ruined your weekend.
I was doing a show on the day watching the game here at Sports Night Live, talking through it. So many times I left my seat thinking that's it, it's gone in. Especially Torres when he curled it with the outside of his, and you got down, didn't you?
Yeah.
But in your defence, you don't have a very good record of knowing when balls have gone in the back of the net.
I once celebrated a Didier Drogba goal on this show, which wasn't. It was about 4 foot wide. I got up and properly.
I bet it was anyone that celebrated the Reading goal. You know what Stuart Atwell gave.
Yeah.
It must have been nice for you personally. I was good afterwards, and I texted you saying, "Oh, different class, absolutely world class." That said it was peach. You mustn't, please.
I mustn't have got that message.
Yeah, you did.
Was
you were like, "Can't wait for Wednesday."
Yeah, I said I can't wait for Wednesday. Yeah, but no, it was nice to get the clean sheet, and even better because of what we're doing today.
Yeah, all right. Did at any point? This will make me really pleased. Did at any point you think before the game or during the game that'll piss Chris off?
I did think last week when we were organising this that, you know, I knew you were a Chelsea fan. I thought, yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice to get one over on him. Come in with a smile on my face. Did
you not in any way feel sorry for Fernando though? I mean, come on, he tried so hard.
I do. I've got to the point where I do feel sorry for him. But
he
tries so hard.
He did try so hard. It was such a good shot.
He's right though. His quality's there for all to see, and I think if he gets a goal, he's going to just keep scoring.
He missed that sitter, didn't he? Well, it takes a sitter. And usually, I don't know why we're talking about Torres. I know why, I'm a Chelsea fan. But usually, he would have just swept that in first time. You wouldn't have stood a chance. But he took a touch and he nervous, put it wide.
It was a good touch, but then he took another one that he probably didn't need. I think if he was wearing red, he would have put it in. I think that's what it's got to.
Don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear that anymore. Now listen, you're a keeper. Usually that means you tried playing somewhere out on the pitch and you were rubbish, and then you went, oh, that again goal. Is that the case with you, or did you always want to be a keeper? Don't lie.
No, that's spot on. Yeah.
Where did you play when you were younger?
Everywhere, anywhere I could get a game. But yeah, got to about 14, 15, and then, like you said, my team folded. I thought, go and have a laugh, go play in goal. Why not? See what happens.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you're
pretty decent.
I'm going to say, but you're a big lad, aren't you? I mean, how tall are you?
6'5".
Yes, and I mean, how tall were you when you were a teenager? Because that would have influenced, I'm sure that would have influenced anyone. If you'd rocked up and gone, I'm going in goal today, most managers would have gone, yeah, right.
Yeah, I think that was part of it as well. But I used to play in midfield, used to call it the Vieira role. You know.
That's what you used to do. Yeah.
Just spray the ball everywhere.
You're quite similar to Vieira now if Vieira was playing in goal. You're of that sort of quality, I think. Yeah, have it. So, and when did you realise you were actually fairly decent? I mean, you started playing at 14, 15. When did you think, hang on a minute, I could probably make a career of this?
When I got into the Cambridge setup, and then they sort of started giving me confidence and compliments, and I think it helped that the keeper before me there wasn't very good. So anything else was going to be an improvement.
It's kind of like your situation at Norwich now. I mean, Deck's all right, isn't he? But you're always going to start. I'm only joking.
Deck's quality, he's good, and yes.
You obviously being in goal, people are now touting you for an England spot, which must be, in a way, it must be nice, but also a bit like, oh, shut up, just let me get on with it.
Yeah, it happened at the start of the season as well. You know, all this talk was going around, and it's like that I've played 5 games in the Premier League. Just let me do it. You know what I mean? Just leave me alone. Let me play for Norwich, and then what happens happens. You know, we're 22 games in now, done okay.
Hey, let's not be sheepish.
I said this the last time someone asked me. You know, if you put all the keepers, English keepers that have made themselves available, it's a limited field now. You know, if you bring the people who have made themselves unavailable, I probably wouldn't be on the first page. So
yeah, but we could probably get rid of some of them for you.
When you say that, are we going to? You say that like we're going to go out there and eliminate them physically.
Yeah, get out of here. We'll take them down. I reckon we could. But the thing is, it's a bit of a worry for you personally, isn't it? We spoke about this before when I chatted to you, in that you're getting married during the Euros.
Just before, yeah, I get married on the 2nd. I think they start on the 8th.
So that would be a bit, as Glenn Hodder would say, a bit tight.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it, if that
was
honeymoon in the Ukraine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said that to me. Someone said Krakow's meant to be quite nice. So.
Would you say no to Fabio? Fabio phones up. Oh, John. That's my Fabio impression. What do you think of that? Got you in there. John, it's me, Fabio. I do this, Mario.
A plate of meatballs.
Exactly. Hey, I'm But if you did, would you say, no, we're getting married, mate?
No, you can't turn an opportunity like that down.
Scalzi does regularly. Every time he's on.
Do you think it was funny this week where he was going, I'll be all right, I'll be available for England if they call me up this summer? And did anyone else do what I did and just shout at the telly going, shut up, you're 90?
Yeah. Well, no, but it's the equivalent now of me saying I'd be available. Like, no one cares.
That's what Carragher done at the World Cup, didn't he?
Yeah.
He came out and just didn't do anything at the World Cup, just had a holiday. So
it's all right, isn't it? I would do it. If there's a squad place going, I could do a job. I reckon I could do a role.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. Listen now.
Something like that, yeah.
We obviously, as we always do with all our guests, we scoured the YouTube field for the best one of your saves. Got it here. Want you to talk us through it. I mean, it was on FIFA. Someone uploaded it. It's a great FIFA Ruddy save. But have a little look. Have a look at this clip of John and just talk us through it, John, if you don't mind. Here's a clip. Right. So it's. I mean, that first save, excellent, and then hello. Now look, we're going to slow it down. Talk us through it. I mean, what were you thinking here? I'm assuming it's Norwich, France.
I've closed the angle down pretty well there.
Yeah.
Got a good little touch on that one. It was a good effort from him.
And you must have just thought,
just watch this for speed.
In.
Watch this for speed.
That is cat-like.
And then
you think that's going in?
It's genuinely the best save I've ever seen on FIFA.
Yeah.
Well, best save
I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, and that must have been. I mean, you remember that match, obviously. I think it is Norwich, France, which is unusual, but it was a new competition.
It was a tough game.
Yeah, and you've got obviously Ribery bearing down and striker, and you must have thought at that point, oh, this might be going in.
Yeah, he's got quality there. To be fair, you could see it. It was a good chip, good effort, but like I said, the speed off the mark.
Can we just recreate all football with FIFA?
I used to do that. I used to predict the game before it would happen on FIFA. I'd play it first and then go, and I was really good at it. So like Chelsea this is back when Chelsea were rubbish, you know.
Is this why Chelsea are good now?
I think
because you were winning games.
I think it can only be that.
I've done that last season once actually. We played Cardiff away, me and Deck, because we roomed together. We had the PlayStation. I was Norwich, he was Cardiff. I won 3-1. We lost 3-1 in the game, but still the scoreline was correct. You know?
Maybe you haven't been playing FIFA before and you've been a little bit more focused.
Come on, he's not David James.
John Ruddy. Does that annoy you? Do people do that a lot? Do people go, Ruddy hell, all the time?
No, you get Ruddy hell all the time, yeah, but in that voice, no, you're the only one.
That's a good voice though, it's Peter Dickens' voice, good, isn't it? Well, welcome, John Ruddy! I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it? Should we do that for the rest of the... Nope. No. Good, excellent. I want to ask you, hardest striker that you've come up against in the Premier League, and was the jump from the Championship to the Premier League huge for you as a keeper? Like, with obviously the talent's stronger, but you kind of think, oh look, a shot's a shot at the end of the day. But have you noticed a massive step up in the quality?
A shot's a shot to a certain extent, but the quality and the placement, power is completely different. I think Van Persie, obviously he was on that unbelievable run when we played him, and he scored 2 against us, and I think his second one just summed up how he was playing at the time. He was frightening. You know, you look at him, you don't think he's a target man, but he played up front on his own, and every time the ball came into him, he kept hold of it, brought people into play. He was different gear. And Suarez as well. Suarez was quality.
And Torres.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, sorry. I mean, it's really difficult for us to get our head round though, because obviously this is your job. But I mean, imagine like the first game in the Premier League, sitting there and seeing the players that you're up against and thinking,
it was Wigan, so it went too fast.
Roddy Jaeger. Who's Roddy Jaeger? Roddy Jaeger came out yesterday and said, "I'm going to leave. We're talking to interested clubs." No, you're not. No, you're not, Hugo. Right, now, as everyone knows who watches the show, we have the the Celebrity Keepy Up Challenge. Now, I've left a gap there. That's how confident I am that you're going to finish in second. Seb Basong was the one who went on and set the bar. Ollie Murs is up there. Ollie Murs! Who was also on the X Factor. So it could have Ollie Murs and John Ruddy. How do you think you're going to do? You know you have to take your shoes off. Start doing that now.
Yeah, I'd like to get better than the 9.
You'd like to get better than 9? Come on.
You need to be better. Most of the people down the bottom, well, in fact, everyone from 2 to 13 is a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
So, you know, you need to be beating all of them.
Right, it's a flat
But
ball.
that Rosenthal's got football blood, so...
He has, he is your Rosenthal's son. So.
Right, it's a flat ball. I'm going to place it here.
It's a flat ball.
Yep. That's just to give you a bit of inspiration. I mean, that's easy.
If I beat that, I'll be...
all day, fella. Right, so if you come to about... No, it's got to be off the floor. I'm just going to check that they're happy and you're in shot. Everyone happy? If you move a little bit forward. Actually, let's go here.
I'm going to either fall off the side or kick the table.
Yeah, don't kick the table.
Now listen, you get 2 attempts and you've got a minute, and your minute starts as soon as you hear the music. So once you hear the music, begin your first go. Hey, and John, just relax, mate.
There's music now.
Yeah, there's music.
Wow.
I know. Moving on up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10! Cut the music. Right, 10. Stay there, John.
You've already reached the level you wanted to, John. That's the important thing.
Can I also just say that I put a bet on with the gallery that you wouldn't beat Seb Basong, so this is brilliant. Honestly, they were like, oh no, he'll do it. It was great. Seb was rubbish.
No pressure, John, but hey, I don't ever want him to win anything.
I don't either.
Listen, mate, a 10. I'm going to then, I want to do keep up fast and see if I can beat 10. I reckon I could. Right, anyway, just relax, mate, just relax. All right? Enjoy it. Enjoy it, yeah. And off you go when the music starts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44! Oh, John Ruddy! Buddy, that is incredible. That is incredible scenes. Well, the bet is null and void. People in the gallery are beside themselves. I'm gonna listen. Hey, look, J does become before S in the gallery. In the alphabet. What's wrong with me? I've lost my marbles. Let me just quickly put you on here. 44 as well. John.
Well, like I said, you were doing alternate feet all the time as well. You know, the man had a principle.
Did Seb Basong do that?
No, Seb Basong didn't do that. So
Seb Basong had a bit of head and shoulder in there, I think. There it is, the final leaderboard as it stands, and John Ruddy straight in at number 1. You were just milking it the first key. You were like, oh, it seems to be a little bit bad.
Just playing you like Woody Harrelson in White Men Can't Jump. That's
the second time this week you've got a draw that's really annoyed me, and I'm not in any way.
You're lucky.
Right. After the break, we're going to be speaking. We're going to be winding you up. Basically, we've got one of your teammates on the line who told us a few little home truths about you. Plus, we're going to be playing our normal game show-esque nonsense. Join us in a bit. Hello, caught that. Welcome back to Talking Balls. This week, joining me in the studio, as always, is Jim Smallman, and joining myself and Jim, Norwich keeper John Ruddy. Let's clap. We'll talk about your T-shirt in the break. Not scissors.
Yeah, not scissors. More of the scythe/scissors. Slash, you like well done.
Sliders.
Scythe.
Yeah, like that.
One of the better ones.
That's why people watch this show. Now, we talked about the hardest striker that you've faced in the Premier League so far. Keeper-wise, apart from yourself, John Ruddy, there aren't a lot of keepers who can get 44, apart from no socks, flat ball. But who would you say is the best keeper in the league at the moment?
Joe Hart.
Really?
Easily, yeah.
I think Joe Hart is quite a big part as to why they're doing so well. He's turned a lot of draws into wins and a lot of
he's part of their magic 5, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's him, Company, Silva, Toure.
Yeah. But it's like one-on-ones. I always think almost you favour Joe now as opposed to the striker. He's good at narrowing it down. Why can't you do that?
Yeah. I don't know.
It would be so much better.
I really wish I could.
Don't you think the cool thing is, obviously, Joe and yourself both came from lower division clubs as well, and then have made it in the Premier League. I mean, that's a really good thing for English football, isn't it, compared to clubs bringing in you know.
Yeah,
really
and I think
expensive
Stockdale
imports.
as well. You look at Stockdale. He started at Middlesbrough, went to Darlington, so he got released and he's built himself back up. So you know, it's
Because it's quite interesting your career in that you signed for Everton and then you went out on loan for 9 different clubs, didn't you? In quite a short space of time.
Yeah.
Was that? Because I always think that's beneficial. I always think it's better to be playing in a match where it means something as opposed to playing in the reserves or whatever. But was that weird? Like just hard to get on with people when you got there because you're meeting different people and trying to get into the crack of it all. And
no, it's like what you said. I wanted to go just to play games, and it can be difficult if you're only there for a month at a time. You know, it is hard to adapt to different changing rooms every other month. But you know, for me, it was just about playing games, and you know, I'm glad I've done it. In retrospect, I might not have done a couple of the line moves. They didn't work out too well. No, Motherwell was decent.
I was going to ask where did you end up? Because sometimes you do.
We've got
keepers can end up in weird
I might as well
places.
read this now.
Shall I see if I can recite it?
Go on, you see if you can do it.
Okay, first we had Walsall,
Yeah,
Rushton,
yeah,
Chester,
yeah,
Stockport,
Yeah.
Wrexham,
yeah,
back to Stockport,
yeah,
Crewe,
yeah,
Motherwell,
yeah.
and we had
You missed one
one game at Bristol City.
Yeah, you did. Nice. So that's someone who learns his Wikipedia page.
I don't want to point out how many of those teams aren't in the league anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, since you left, they.
It was when I was there.
I see. For me, keepers, because there's only one position in the team. Is there an element of competition between them? Because keepers always seem to get on with each other. But you must sometimes think when you've been on the bench somewhere, oh, I hope he's broken his thumb, or he's got a bit, he's pulled a muscle. Because the thing is, when you get a go, when keepers get a run in the team, if you play well, it is very difficult for managers to get rid of you. I mean, you look at De Gea and Lindegaard, and that's like a real sort of. I mean, everyone thought De Gea would come in and be number one.
Mm-hmm.
But who do you think out of those two, put you on the spot, who do you think out of those two will end up being the prolific sort of keeper at United?
I think De Gea will. I think he will. But he just needs time to adapt. You know, people forget he's only 19, 20, and he came with a big price tag. You know, Lindegaard's sort of gone under the radar, you know, because there's all the expectation on De Gea, and you know, he's been unfortunate in a couple of games, but Lindegaard's come in and done really well.
Also, De Gea does look like Teen Wolf.
What, Team Wolf 2 or Team Wolf 1?
Either Teen Wolf.
Either Team Wolf.
He does look like he's a half man, half wolf.
Favourite Michael J. Fox film?
Back to the Future.
Yeah, it is!
That's the
Best film ever,
answer,
right?
yeah.
Best film ever. That's brilliant. You and I we should become friends. It won't happen. Now, there are obviously a lot of good keepers in the league. One of them is, of course, the Australian, Mark Schwarzer, right? Now, I faced 10 penalties which Mark Schwarzer took against me on a different show for a different network last season. And for this round, what we're going to do, we're going to play the penalties back, and John and Jim have to guess, out of the 10 penalties that Mark Schwarzer took against me, how many did he score? Whoever gets closest to the right answer will win a point, and that point will then be donated to a charity of your choice. So, what do you reckon, Jim, first?
How many?
How many did he score out of the 10?
9.
Bearing in mind, I will give, actually, you can change your answer if you want. Bearing in mind, from the ages of 16 to 19, I played in goal for my football team, my local football team.
9.
Okay, great. John Ruddy.
10.
I
think he's probably chipped one down the middle as well.
Oh, he's probably tried to do a Jan Kermagant, but hasn't ruined the whole season for you.
Have you seen that video on YouTube? Someone's done a song about Kermagant because you missed that penalty, and he goes, "You were totally from the start." It's a really good video. Watch it. Don't. I mean, you've probably got better things to do. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at the VT and see how many Schwarzer scored.
I'm sure I'd score 9 out of 10. Yeah.
Is it funny?
Are you ready?
Think of the ashes. Really upsetting.
Do you know what I like about that one? You got so close, but so far.
It looks like I'm trying, I'm not. Cameraman's in the way. No! How did that even happen? Oh, now who's the mug, eh? How you feeling? Okay, that's fine. Okay. This is the last one.
Right.
Come on.
Do you want to do a forfeit?
A forfeit, what do you want to do?
You've got to turn around.
I'll turn around and present you my rear.
Yeah.
I need to hit with a ball, mind. And if I save it, same for you.
Yeah. Turn around, face the other way.
It's probably the most terrifying experience of my life. Never worried, mate, never worried. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
If you last it. 9. Jim's right. Should we put that? Now, what do you think? Just running through this, it was good technique. The first pen, I thought I got close. I thought I did well.
I can't believe he didn't give you a pair of gloves to wear.
I know. Brave. That's brave. Old school. That wasn't bad.
You did get close.
You've probably got to say that.
Now, with pens for you, do you just guess and you just go away you want, or do you try and read it?
No, I've got a little thing that I look for, so...
Oh, go on, tell us.
No, I can't tell you that.
Oh, come on, you can.
It's a secret code.
You can. Oh, I want to know.
I wondered if it was all... Because, you know, you get goalkeeping coaches will sometimes say, oh, yeah, I know which way he's going to go, and they watch videos about where people are going to go. Because, like, I watched Ronaldo the other night, scored 2 penalties the same side, and he always tends to take them down one side. But do you ever get given information like that?
Yeah, you always know where they've been before. But, yeah, like I say, I've got a little something to look out for, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I want to know
It's like Devin Brown!
I really want to know that is.
Hasn't worked too much.
Oh, it's rubbish. You might as well tell us then.
I've gone the right way most of the time, so
right.
I'm still holding on to it.
The trouble is, right, and I know he's a keeper and he probably doesn't take that many pens in a game, but it is a different... Like if you haven't gone the right way and at least left, you know, a couple of seconds early, there's no way you're getting near it if it's a decent pen, is it? And, and I know I'm not a keeper, but the ball was in the net half the time before it even moved.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. This season, I've gone the right way for, I think, all but one. I saved one, and then no, they weren't against me. I got sent off.
Yes, you did. And we talked about that, and you weren't happy with that, were you? It was a blatant pen, John.
It was a blatant pen, but it wasn't a red card. But anyway.
Why wasn't it a red card?
Because we had a man covering on the line and he's dived.
He's a goalkeeper, they're normally protected by referees. That's how it's meant to work.
That's how it should work.
Keepers obviously do have to constantly complain, and they're also the highlight, I would say, and the butt of many jokes. Let's have a little compilation of, I like to say this is a confidence builder for John. Have a look at this little compilation. It's shocking, isn't it? It's really upsetting.
The music's the most
music.
upsetting thing. I'm
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
Stacey
scared.
added that himself.
I'm scared of clowns. And I genuinely expected the clown from It to come in there and stab us all to death.
You got any weird phobias, John?
No, I just don't like spiders, and I can't go in the sea. If I can't touch the floor, I can't go any further. Yeah.
Oh,
Which means you can probably only wade out about
12
12 miles.
And apparently 12 miles is where international waters start, and you can do what you want.
So he's just out there shooting guns off.
Oh, go on, John Ruddy, deal with it. Totally, that's what I would do if I was a Premier League footballer. Now, best keeper in the world at the moment, Iker?
Maybe. I
Michael
think Joe
Vaughan?
Hart's up there. I think Joe's up there. Joe
Really?
Hart, yeah.
Happy days.
I think definitely. I think he's shown in the Champions League, although they went out. He was.
You're trying to curse him. You're giving the commentators kids down. He's the best keeper ever. Just so that you
No,
know.
I think John's bang on. I don't think there's many better keepers than him.
I think you look at his consistency.
Do you want me to play the VT of me saving Schwartz's pens again, and then you want to reconsider? Thank you very much. Got close to one of them. What is the most embarrassing moment that you've had as a keeper? Because the thing is, the focus is on you, and it can be anything, kind of like a gust of wind or a bounce that you misread. Can you remember any moments where you're just like, oh?
I've had a Taibbi moment. I had it just joined Norwich pre-season game against Everton, who I've just left. Tim Cahill shot through the legs.
What I love for Massimo Taibbi is the fact that now other people in his profession refer to mistakes as a Taibbi moment. How bad has your career gone if you're then known as the benchmark for being rubbish?
I honestly would hate to think what doing a Cohen is. There's so many things it could possibly be. Right, now, next round 3, maybe, I don't know, is the missing tweets round. We show you some tweets from footballers throughout the week, and all our guests have to do is guess what the blanks were. Here's the first one, up on the wall. Boys, what do we think was being said here? It's Michael Owen, the most boring footballer known to man. He says, bingo, something dominated throughout. What do we think that is?
Got the middle line.
Bingo got the middle line dominated throughout. Could actually be a literal bingo.
Do you think anyone ever goes to bingo and when they come home, like someone's gran comes over? How do you get on at bingo? Gran dominated it.
Dominated. That would be great. I'd love that. John, any ideas what he dominated throughout?
Just the same sort of lines. Bingo.
Yeah.
Favourite game to play with the missus.
Dominated with the missus. Just dominated her. It could be I don't know. Great bench sitting, warming.
Bingo is the name of my newest racehorse.
It dominated
because that's what he normally tweets.
He always tweets about. Let's have a look and see what he was actually saying. A little tiny Michael. It was coming first class, first half performance, dominated throughout. Oh, that's dull, isn't it? He's just tweeting about a match.
He's going to Brighton though, isn't he?
Is he?
Wow, that's the latest crazy rumour.
Really?
That he's going to Brighton.
Would you have him at Norwich?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
I think he'd add to the squad.
You certainly would, like numbers. Make it another number to the squad.
He won't liven up. I'll be honest, he won't liven up the dressing room because he's not an interesting man.
Can you imagine him at half time? Bingo dominated throughout there, guys.
So the lads were talking about it the other day actually, and it'd be great for the Cheltenham races and stuff. Just getting this helicopter straight down. There you go.
Boom.
Fringe benefits.
Yeah. Lambert will be all over it. Right, let's have a look at another one. Let's see the next one. Rio Ferdinand. What a something. Sucked him in with great hip movement. Something.
What an easy way to pass a drugs test. Sucked him in with great hip movement. Now I won't be tested again all season.
Then legged it. John?
He's taking the best ones.
He's taking your ones, isn't he? That's what he's doing. I have no idea what on earth you could talk about. It's probably something to do with Messi. I think he might be in love with Messi. Let's have a look. What a goal. He pulled off the last defender, sucked him with great hip movement, slotted it in. Ha 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 ha. Wordplay. What's wordplay mean?
I think what Rio's trying to say is that he's been hilarious because he's used the phrase "sucked him in with great hip movement" and slotted it in. That is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
If you're 9, that is hilarious.
If you're 9 or you're Rio. You're not on Twitter, are you?
I'm not, no.
Why is that?
I wasn't it, but...
Lack of interest?
Just can't keep on top of it. You just got to keep updating it. Everything
it must be weird for footballers because, I mean, you know, we've got all right number of followers, but footballers just get thousands and thousands and must get loads of people just tweeting them all the time going, played well today, or the one you really don't want, you were rubbish today. You don't want that.
You get
it all sort of came after the Ipswich game when we beat them 5-1 and took a bit of stick from the Ipswich fans, gave a bit back, took a bit more back, then decided...
Twitter's not for me.
Probably not the best way to go.
It's happened. I follow David Nugent on Twitter, and obviously City beat Southampton in the week. He used to play for Portsmouth. They hate him. He scores and winds them up for the whole game, and he was getting death threats on Twitter afterwards. But then it ends up just being a war of words between one set of fans and another. It just ends up being really childish. You may as well just start tweeting, "My dad's bigger than your dad." Yeah, that was what it came down to.
Stupid poo face. That's how I end most arguments. Anyway, join us after the break. More with John Ruddy and Jim Smallman after these ads. Welcome back to Talking Balls. I'm Chris Cohen, joining me, Jim Smallman and John Ruddy. What are you thinking of that, by the way?
I would have loved it if he fell off.
One. Boo!
Would have loved it if he fell off.
Wouldn't never fall off. I have a very good sense of gravity and balance. I don't know why I said gravity, that's the wrong word. Anyway, I've upset everyone. Let's have another little chat with you. Next game is West Brom Cup.
West Brom Cup, yeah.
You be rested for that? Are you gonna? Is Lambo? Call him Lambo? Can I call him Lambo?
You can, I can't. Yeah.
I'd love it if he had an assistant who was called Butler.
Are you? Yes, you think you're going to play?
Yeah, I'm expecting to. He might make some changes. We've got a game against Sunderland away on the Wednesday after, so he could make a few changes. But you know, I think he showed in the last round against Burnley that he wants to play a strong squad.
You could win the cup, couldn't you? You could do it.
I'd rather stay in the league, to be fair. But
but you say rather stay in the league, but you're having a West Brom-esque season as to how they did last season. You are going beyond expectations, aren't you? In 9th at the moment, 7th, 9th? 9th. Yeah. Which, I mean, if someone had offered you 9th in January, you'd have, February, you'd have taken that, wouldn't you? Of course.
Yeah, definitely. But 29 points after 22 games.
Yeah, but also I think that people look at Norwich in the same way, not quite like Blackpool, because Blackpool just played in a weird kind of attacking
I think they've got more about them,
Norwich. But I think people look at Norwich and just go, yeah, solid side. I mean, especially Carrow Road, you're really, really good. It's a difficult place to go anyway.
Yeah, and we sell out every week.
It's that one road, isn't it? It's not a dual carriageway, and it's just really slow, that road.
I was in Norwich, I get tattooed in Norwich. So
That's weird.
No, it's my friend, my tattoo artist who's really good, lives in Norwich. So I was in Norwich the other day, and it was one of those places that it's only 100 miles from my house, but it takes 4 years to get there.
It's horrible. And there's that one road that leads from Norwich out, and all the land next to it, it's a single lane, and all the land next to it is owned by this lord who owns all that and refuses to sell any of it
with the war memorial thing.
Elton, yeah.
What an arse. What an absolute arse. Like, so every time you're stuck in that bottleneck, you can just I'll find the guy's name and just shout it out.
Get lost, single carriageway.
Get lost, Norwich. I forgot to say, congratulations, mate, on your second.
Yep.
Yeah, Sophie.
Sophie, yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? Like I'm stalking. Yeah. But you did text me about it. Yeah, congrats, mate. How's all that going?
Yeah, oh no, she's brilliant. She's really good. Good baby, sleeps well, which is the main thing. And just really happy.
How old's your eldest?
He's 4.
Oh, that's the fun age.
That's the good age, yeah.
Even if you hadn't slept well, would you have come on and gone, oh, crap baby, doesn't sleep, a bit of a nightmare, wish we hadn't had it? No, you wouldn't. It's a good baby. I mean, what makes a good baby? It's a good baby. Good baby, that.
She
good
doesn't
baby,
cry.
great.
She doesn't cry often, so that's good.
Yeah.
Just every now and again, just walk in when they're in the cot and just go, good baby.
Yeah, that's it, just encouragement. Good baby, doing well, keep it going. Hey, boys, let's keep going with this. Great stuff.
That's like being a baby Bill winner.
Yeah. You sometimes feel the need to do tactical sort of, I would do that. I'd go into the cot and I'd be like, hey, come on, hey, and yes. What's that? Have you ever seen managers do that? I never understand that. Managers go, hey.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, take a really deep breath and don't breathe again for the rest of the game. That's what it looks like. Hold your breath, go out.
My pet hate on the touchline's AVB, and he's crouching down.
Yeah. I saw him do that on Saturday. I was about to kick a ball at him, but...
If you'd have done that, that would have been amazing.
You should.
That would have been even better than the doo-doo at Martin Keown.
Right, listen, we're going to have to take it to a different level now. We've got a pretty tense moment in the show. We're going to play a game that we call Ruddy, Steady, Cook. All right? Now, boys, to do this, we're going to play a little bit of tense music, and we're going to make our way over to the futuristic game zone. So when you're ready, let's do it. Follow me through. Here we go.
Okay, you made it sound like the Crystal Maze.
Go around the back of camera 2, please. Around the back here. Thanks. Jim, if you'd like to go first.
Thank you.
I haven't brought the questions over. That's a bit of a blow. Wait there. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Every week I have to put up with this. Every single week.
I've got them. I've got them. Oh,
be careful on that mat. It's slippy.
I know. I know.
I don't want you to die. Here it is.
Right.
Okay. Ready?
Now, I'm going to ask you a series of multiple choice questions about Norwich City. It's either A or B. If you get it right, there's no forfeit. If you get it wrong, you'll place your hand in one of our mystery gloves, which contains an ingredient that you would cook with. However, if you are to get it right and you don't have a forfeit, Jim will be placing his hand into the glove. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is probably the highlight of my career. First question, John Ruddy. Norwich City was founded on A, 19th of July 1902, or B, 17th of June 1902. Take your time.
July.
It's the wrong answer, John Ruddy. It was June. I'm going to shake your hand because you're about to go in. Here's the first glove. I don't want you to look. I just want you to place your left hand into the glove. You still won't fit. It's a child size. In it goes. In it goes. Just really. Yeah. And now remove your hand and tell us what it is. It was, of course,
custard. Yeah.
Custard. You're not wiping it yet. That was a lucky escape for you.
Thanks.
Question 2, John Ruddy.
What do you do today? We covered a Premiership goalkeeper's hand in custard.
Yeah. Basics. Right. Which of these 2 shirt manufacturers have never made a Norwich City shirt? Is it A, Pony, or B, Kappa?
Kappa.
Just relax, just relax. Pony or Kappa?
Kappa.
It is Kappa. They haven't made a shirt. Jim, please give me your right hand and place it in.
These will probably fit my
glove
tiny hands.
Oh, it's worrying. Put it in. Want it.
That is just wrong.
Oh, and now remove your hand. And we'll see what you put your hand into. It is, of course, the baked beans. Standard baked beans. Yes. Right, last question, okay? You guys feeling all right?
Custard on my trainers as well.
On my trainers?
Oh, they're brand new white trainers.
Love this. Right, question C. How many goals did you, as a team, concede last season? Was it, I have to wait for the restart of the tense music. There it is. Was it A, 56 or B, 58?
First thing that came to my head was 56, so I'm going to go with that.
John? It's the right answer.
Oh.
Well done, John. Well done.
Thank
Here
you.
we go. Jim Smallman.
Which hand?
It's going to be your...
Right again.
Right again. In it goes with the beans. Oh,
God, I hate you.
oh, that's... I'll just shake that hand and really want it. Remove your hand and tell us what you think that is. Don't tell us what you think it is. It's bechamel sauce. That was, of course, Ruddy Studdy Kirk. Do you have a good time? Oh, I mean, that's upsetting. That's right. Cut the music. Let's get back to the studio. That was good, wasn't it? Hey, did it feel like we were on a proper show? Come back. Come on. Come on. Bring the
There you
cloth
go,
with
John.
you.
Cheers.
Bring the cloth with you, boys. It's all right.
Things we do sometimes.
Hey, come on. Come and have a seat. Oh, I can't believe you did that, Ruddy. Ruddy, how? Have you got the? I'm going to use the Norwich scarf to wipe that off. That's how. That's how that's treated.
It's a Man U
Have a little
scarf, so
dab
it doesn't
on the,
make any difference.
Let's have a little
nice.
dab on the Spurs scarf.
Was that the most nervous you've been, or was that the keep-ups? Were you more nervous when you got to 40 in the keep-ups and you were getting a little bit worried? Were you more nervous then than you were pre-match Chelsea? Do you get nervous for games?
Not really, to be fair. No, I was quite nervous with the keep-ups. I knew it was. I couldn't remember the score that Basson got. So when I got to 43, 44, I did start to have a little panic up.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, if that table wasn't in the way, he would have gone on to 60.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there was an element of
Well, the
people
table's in the
getting-
way for a reason. I mean, I don't want to move the set for Ruddy.
We should.
We'd move it for a better player. But right, but we are scraping the barrel of Premier League talent today.
Torres would probably come on here.
Torres would, no, he'd miss the studio. Anyway, right, let's go on to round, 17. Round 17 is what happened next. We're going to show some clips to our guests, and all they have to do is decide what happened next. Here's the first one, boys. What do you think happened after this? Oh, it's up there.
No, it's on
It's
the
up
other
there. It's up there on that monitor. There we go. Right, chap there, bowling ball. Oh, so I don't know. I haven't got contextually any any information about that apart from it's a guy about to bowl in, I would imagine, a semi-professional league. Green shirt, bowling ball. What do you think?
I reckon he takes his run up in exactly the same way that Fred Flintstone does. So he runs and then does tiny little tiptoe steps with the Hanna-Barbera sound effect.
That would be incredible.
That
John,
would be.
any ideas?
I think he's going to do a little hop, skip and a jump, swing his arm back, and then the ball's just going to fly behind him.
Two excellent answers. Let's see if either of you are right. Let's have a look at what happened next. So here he is with the bowling ball, green shirt. He's not there. That's me. Here we go. Here he is.
Just put his hand in a glove full of bechamel sauce.
Yeah, just to give it that extra purchase. And here he goes. Oh, properly hurt. I would imagine properly hurt. Look how annoyed
He's
he
got a
is.
smile.
I think
He's
he's
got a
annoyed
smile.
about the score. I think he honestly took it seriously and he was like, well, I'm out of this.
That's ruined
now.
my perfect
That's ruined
game.
my
Don't
perfect
see
game.
that down Hollywood Bowl, do you?
No, are you a big bowling fan?
No.
I always go down the Hollywood Bowl dressed as one of the cast members of The Big Lebowski just to see if anyone notices.
Bowling for me is, for a man, I always feel you should probably go a ball heavier than is
Well, in your
nice
case,
because
then
you've
you
got to
should,
look.
yeah.
But
you've
dude,
got to look like
in your
a-
case it is a man, isn't it?
Oh, what do you mean? What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing at all.
Leave it. Right, let's have a look at the second clip. What do you think happened after this, boys? Take a look. Right, Nakamura, ex-Celtic striker. There he is, kicking a ball against the wall, just warming up there. He comes out, places the ball on a piece of green Astro, and then something happens. What do we think happens next?
It's like some kind of weird driving range sort of setup, because it did seem weird how he kind of walked out of a little sort of shed. I reckon he kicks the ball from there onto the roof of another building.
Roof of another building. Interesting, interesting. John, what would you... Have you ever played against Nakamura?
No, I didn't know. I reckon
So no insight there. That's
no,
good.
he didn't tell me.
Great chat. You could have made
spoke
something
to
up,
him,
but thanks.
no.
All right.
I reckon he's probably tried to kick the ball, slipped over, and then fell off of whatever platform he stood on.
What, to his death?
No, probably wouldn't show it if it was.
We would have heard. This could be the end of Nakamura, according to John Ruddy. Let's have a look and see what happened next. Here he is. Just start from the beginning. There he is in the little warm-up bay that Jim found odd. Two other people there just looking on. Great boots. Have you ever? What colour boots do you wear, Ruddy?
Just the little grey Nikes.
Grey Nikes, that's all right, yeah. Here he is now, very relaxed. That's a hell of a pair of boots, isn't it? Spin on the ball, takes his run up. He looks very, very serious. Now, what's this? Hello.
No.
What's this? It's a bus, John Ruddy, isn't it? You haven't been in one of those for a while, but that carries poor people around, John. So here it comes. He's waiting. He wants it. Surely not. Surely he's not going to hit a moving bus. Oh, in the window, Nakamura. Boom. That's it's pretty impressive, isn't it, John?
That's very impressive.
That's
very impressive.
That's the second most impressive bus-related football video I've ever seen, after the famous Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, the trophy?
The Borussia Dortmund one where they're on a motorway, and the Turkish midfielder they've got kicks the ball out of the front door as they're going down the autobahn, rebounds it off of a bridge, and then the goalie stood by the second door and catches it.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Sick. The other thing I quite like is Real Madrid when they won, was it the Copa del Rey, and they dropped the trophy and drove over it. That's my funniest football bus-related incident. Did you do a little bus parade at Norwich when you got into the Premier League?
Yeah, we did.
Was that fun?
Around the city. Yeah, it was nice. Took a while, but...
Took a while.
Yeah.
It's a
long way.
pedestrianised now.
2 miles an hour. You're sort of waving at people and then turn away somewhere else, turn around, they're still there, and you're like...
But it is the sort of city, though, where everyone does support Norwich.
Yeah.
I mean, you bound to get a few Glory Hunter supporters, but I mean, I think most people there do support Norwich.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to turn out for something like that.
One is going to turn up. I can't imagine anything more frightening than everyone in Norwich being in the same place at once. Anyway, let's have a look at the final clip. What do you think happened next here, boys? Okay, here he is. Oh, well, there's not much of preamble there. So a guy clean through on goal. Guesses.
Does the video quality get better?
No, if anything, it deteriorates. John?
I reckon he's going to pull out some mad trick and then scoop it over the goalkeeper or something. Just make the goalkeeper look silly, because I think that's what sort of clip you'll get on.
I love it. Just using all knowledge he has available to him, John Ruddy. Have a look, see what happens. There he is, through on goal. There's a ghostly player among him.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
There he is, there he is.
Hey.
Oh, and then what happens here though? Cheeky. Oh no, he didn't. Oh yes, he did.
Oh, you utter fool.
Headed it in. So that what's worrying is that's the defender who was attacking the keeper there. I mean, what's that about? Shocker.
What's the most anyone's ever took the mickey out of you? Like, has anyone ever took the ball around you and properly taken the mickey and you've thought, I'm a lot bigger than you?
It just got...
No, in training, but not in a match, to be fair, I don't think.
No one's ever done what Balotelli did in that pre-season friendly, just try and back it around you or anything like that.
Or the shoulder, that was so cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, he done
Isn't
the shoulder,
he the coolest guy in the world?
Yeah, he's pretty damn cool, isn't he? Yeah, that shoulder was pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm sure you've probably accidentally shouldered a few balls into net in your time. I think you should celebrate. I still think even if a keeper scores an own goal or it's something, I still think you should celebrate. It's a goal. Just go for it.
But you know they always show camera footage of Joe Hart whenever Man City score, celebrating at one end.
Yeah,
do you celebrate Norwich goals?
Yeah.
What's your celebration?
Just a general
Yeah.
raw.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so partridge.
Shakespearean Ruddy raw.
Right, now, after this break, we're going to be hearing from John's partner in crime, Declan Rudd. Weird that you both got very similar names. And finding out a little bit more about our Premier League guests. Join us in a bit. Hola, Mortamente Talking Balls. I'm Chris Cohen, and joining me as always, Jim Smallman, and this week, John Ruddy. We'll add music and applause at that point, make it sound, give it a bit of gravitas. Right, let's get straight into the next round because we've decided to call this Keep It in the Changing Room. Keeping it in the keeping it because of keep.
See what you've
so that's
done.
why because of goalies.
It's very clever play on words.
Thank you very much. Now. What we did earlier is we spoke to your mate, Declan Rudd, and asked him a few questions about yourself. And we're going to ask the same questions to you and just see if there's any correlation how we know each other and whether they should have kept it, keep it in the... Yep, well, we've all got it, so we know what's going to happen. Right, first question we asked Dec was the most embarrassing moment he can think of involving you, John Ruddy. What do you think he told us? And I'll tell you what, maybe if you tell us the same thing, we won't play it. That will save you a little bit of grace.
He could say anything. I'm going to keep it on a par, and keep it clean. And I'm going to say that.
Oh God, no, no, don't now. What else could it have been? What else
I know nothing. That's, I don't know what he could have said.
I once defecated on Paul when he was asleep. It was once a one-time thing. It won't happen again. No, go on. What was it?
I think it's just the error against Everton in the pre-season. I think that's all he could have said. That's all he could think of.
Better than that. Let's have a listen at what Deck said.
Well, I wouldn't say many people know about it, but it's quite embarrassing for me to be involved in it. But it's in a room on an away game. He loves to sing a lot. He proper goes for it as well, and it's quite embarrassing. It actually is a bit, to be fair. So I'd have to say that's probably, for him, if anyone heard it, would be quite embarrassing if it ever got out.
So, John, bit of a singer, really go for it. What sort of stuff?
I like to bring something to the room. We sit there, we play on the PlayStation away games, have the iPad with the music out, and a bit of Adele.
Bit of Adele. That's what you're going with. So, if I was to ask him what it was you like to sing the most, what do you think he'd say?
Oh yeah, Adele. Yeah.
Adele. Yeah. Okay, let's have a little listen. What did Deck say when I asked him what is it that John likes to sing the most?
Bit of everything really. Bit of Boyzone, Take That. He's a bit of a boy band lover, and he proper goes for it as well. Like actions and everything, he just goes for it all the time.
Listen, John, I cannot let this pass. Being a boy band fan that I am, without us giving it a quick blast. If you had to sing one song now with me, what would it be? Come on, mate. Come on, you've got the pipes for it.
From thinking the songs I've got on my iPad, probably Gave It All Away by Boyzone. It really.
How does Gave It All Away go?
It's one thing I never expected when sat next to a 6'5" Premiership goalkeeper. I never expected to say Boyzone. Gets me there.
Never expected that.
But it's the one after the one where they're done with Mika.
I don't know, mate. I don't know Boyzone. What about It's Only Words? You know that one?
Is that?
How long's Kermit the Frog been in Boyzone?
Kermit, like you. Mate, you've got to give us a blast or something.
No, I'm not giving you anything. No.
I'm not giving you anything.
No.
Well, maybe we'll get more out of you in a minute. But I then asked what your dress sense was like. What do you think he'd have said?
You can't really say anything bad, can he? Surely. Yeah?
I think it's pretty sound.
Let's find out. What did Deck say when I asked about John Ruddy's dress sense?
His gear's quite casual, and there's nothing too major, but he's got this jacket that he likes to wear, and it's not the longest of jackets, and most of the lads give him a bit of stick for it and ask him if it's his son's, who's only 4. So I think that's one of his worst pieces of gear.
What is this jacket? And why is it so small?
My son's only 4, but he is massive, so he probably could wear it.
What is this jacket?
It's just a jacket that comes up to the waist. No, it's not leather. No. It's not that bad.
Who makes it?
It's Prada, so.
Oh, hello. Lovely stuff.
You asked.
Someone's doing all right for themselves.
Someone's doing all right. Prada and Boyzone. Oh, you're getting a real insight into John Ruddy. Right, next question. I said, what's worse, your taste in music or your dress sense? What do you think you said?
Taste in music, probably, from going off those answers.
Yeah, I think going from the Boyzone thing
gets him right there. What did Deck say?
Neither of them are good, to be fair, but I'd have to say that his taste in music ain't great, because he likes like some hardcore rap, and he likes to think he's a bit of a rapper sometimes as well. So I'd have to say that isn't great. Yeah, I'd have to say that just beats his dress sense, but they both.
So I have to now say, not only have we got Boyzone, you're a bit of a rapper as well. What you up to?
Apparently.
What you up to?
I couldn't tell you because it doesn't happen. I don't know where he's getting this from. He's just.
So if I was to start singing the in West Philadelphia, born and raised, you won't know the words. Look, try it.
I know the words.
You do.
You're better off speaking to Leon Barnett about that, because he sung that as his initiation song.
What did you do as an initiation song?
I done Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses.
Nice.
Ooh. Do you have backing, or do you do that a cappella? Because I can imagine a cappella that. You do it a cappella?
Yeah.
Did you do it like Axl Rose with all the squealing and everything?
No, I wanted to do it like Step Brothers, when we had I wanted a bit of backing where people go, ha 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 ha. You know, when they're sat in the car.
I don't know what's happening now.
You've never seen Step Brothers?
I have seen Step Brothers.
So
I've seen
you know
the
what
bit
I'm
where he
talking about.
places a part of his anatomy onto the symbol. That's the only bit I remember from that film. Genius film. Now listen, just quickly, goal line technology, yes or no?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
No, because then you take it, football stops becoming a game of opinions and human nature, and then it becomes regimented.
Game of factually correct information or not.
Yeah, but you bring goal line technology and you have nothing to talk about if something happens, you know.
Yeah, it's the same if you stop letting Chris Foy referee games. I mean, you'd have nothing to talk about. You wouldn't be able to go down the pub afterwards with your mates and go, that referee.
Finally, is there a referee in the Premier League who, when you see he's got a game, you're like...
No, I think they're all great.
Oh, such a load of rubbish. Right, now, finally, we found this on YouTube. It's probably one of the most weirdest, disturbing things I've ever seen. It's a chap on YouTube who has a certain rant about Norwich, and we thought we'd share it with you, John. Have a little listen to this strange individual.
Norwich City Football Club are going to hell. The perverted club in Norfolk is accused of employing pervert players and pervert managers and pervert board members, and especially a pervert player known as Holt. The dirty scumbag Holt dives in the box asking for penalties when he's a lying, toe-wag cheater. I am fed up with all these cheaters. Grant Holt of Norwich City, you are going to hell with Norwich City. And to top it all off, you can take all your fans with you too. I am going to say this to you, Grant Holt. You have cheated for the last time. God is coming to get you. And you, Delia Smith, can't run, can you?
It's the best thing I've ever seen. And you, Delia Smith.
What I love is it's really nice that since airport they've given Jeremy Spake something else to do.
Now the thing is, you said that's not the first time you've seen them.
No, that's the first time I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
That's the first, but I've heard about it and I've heard it all. But the funniest thing about that is the day after Holty saw it, he saw that fella in Norwich City Centre.
And did he do
I swear
anything?
that's no word of a lie. No. But
I would have gone up to him going, I am going to hell!
And Delia, you can't run.
He looked like he was looking at something and then just remembered, oh yeah, Delia can go as well. And the way his glasses reflected in the screen, it looked like he had no eyes.
What I love is these completely unfounded things. You've got a pervert player.
It's weird, and then God's going to come and get you. Listen, we've only got 30 seconds left. Just quickly, do you see Delia around a lot? Is she nice to speak to her?
Most games, yeah, really nice
Should I bring cakes in?
No.
It's unbelievable that you do one thing. You do one thing, Smith. Do it right. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure, John Ruddy, to talk to you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Jim, as always, pleasure to speak to you.
Cheers,
and thank you for watching. And this will be up on YouTube, and I think you'll be watching it now if you're watching it. There's no point me then saying where it is because people will be watching it already. I don't know what's happened to me. I've lost. I've lost all.
We'll be back next week, though, won't we, Chris?
Yeah, probably back next week. Yeah, nice. Thank you to John Ruddy and to Jim Smallman. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Talking Balls. Cheerio.